Should my blogs, should my, let's start over. Should my blogs backlink to another high authority website? So basically what I want to ask is, do I get anything if I backlink some keyword to their page in regards to my own DAPA? So these are called outbound authority links, right? And when you're doing outbound authority links, you always want it to be high authority, and generally to find them, you'll just do a kind of a more like general search for some kind of keyword or term, and you'll just pick one of the top ranking sites that are up there. Of course, you want to make sure the site isn't actually one of your competitors, right? Because you don't want to link to your competitor sites. You just want to link to like, people love linking to like Wikipedia, because obviously Wikipedia is not really your competitor. But basically, if you can find a high authority site that's relevant to whatever you're talking about and link to that and not be a competitor. So yeah, in relation to like your own site's authority, um, I wouldn't even really look at it like that. You just want to link to some authoritative subject, right? It doesn't matter if it's like lower or higher than yours, but generally it's always going to be higher than your site, right? Um, but I've seen people
Yeah, and
talk.
it's not going to be like a
What I'm trying to avoid is I've seen people say before, like stuff like a link from a site with an authority lower than my site's authority does not do anything for my rankings. Which you can't look at it like
which is
that. You're just like
bullshit.
you're just looking for trusted, authoritative sources. They're generally going to be higher than yours, but if you have a super high authority site, it might not be. But I'm guessing it probably will be in most
Well, so,
cases.
so let's be real here too, right? Like the conversation here is we're using outbound authority links to try and manipulate data sets for Google crawlers, right? And so you've probably been reading that it's customary to add those kind of links in there. And it absolutely does help boost, some sort of trust factor there. Typically, like Chris said, these outbound authority links are going to be authoritative websites that are not selling anything, but rather, more
Yep.
based on informational
Hmm.
stuff. And then you're not going to be using money anchors, right? It's just branded, naked, and random kind of anchors to just point out to the fact, like, let's look at it from a natural
It's kind of like
perspective,
building
right? Instead
relevance
of the
in
manipulation
reverse.
perspective. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, all of these links going back and forth are painting a picture about what this site does, right? And it's customary for a website to link out to other authoritative websites and kind of, paint that picture naturally. It's very rare that somebody's going to start a blog where they don't link out to anything, and they're just kind of pushing their own agenda. Meanwhile, they're getting a ton of links. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? The network would feel kind of incomplete. And so, yeah, should you do, oh, and sorry, going back to what Chris said about people saying that a link going to a lower quality site than yours, that it doesn't make sense either. Randomness is the nature of the internet. Okay. So do you think Bill the plumber thinks about who he's linking out to before he puts that link on his page? No. These concepts about what make up a site that's going to rank versus not rank has a lot to do with what looks natural, what feels natural. And it's more of a blending than it is just trying to find, some easy concrete situation where it's like, okay, here's my site. Now I just have to find sites that are bigger based on what variables, referring domains, Moz score, DR, DA. There's a million different things you could go through. So, best practice, outbound authority links are going to be typically stronger, but, they can be an authority in whatever sense of the word. Sometimes smaller sites are the authority on certain niche subject matters.
And just to, I think you've already got this from your question because you asked, should my blogs backlink to another high authority website? So I'm guessing you mean your blog articles, like your posts. So yeah, just to clarify for anyone watching this, because I think you already understand it, but I wouldn't add outbound authority links like from your homepage or something. I mean, you can, but it's just not what we normally do. Or like pages, or if you like have like a business from like your basically like your service pages or your location pages or something like that, be like just your blog posts. It'll be a little bit different on an affiliate site because a lot of the times, your blog posts are some of your money making articles, really, right? Because you're pumping out affiliate articles, and you can do outbound authority links on those, of course. But for businesses, like for example, for like our own, on our page where we're our guest post service page, we're not sending outbound authority links on pages like that. It's just it's our sales landing page, really. So yeah, just keep it to blog post, and keep it relevant. Like Nick was saying, just link to what's natural, right? And it's generally going to be higher authority than your website because you're going to be searching for kind of more general terms and just picking from the top. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.